Hello and welcome to Amit's Tech Sessions. My name is Amit and I'm a software architect. In this session, I'm going to cover some fundamentals of SaaS architecture. This video is useful if you are a SaaS customer or if you want to purchase a SaaS subscription. This video is also useful if you want to start a SaaS business and want to learn some fundamentals of SaaS. So first of all, let's clear a misconception that a lot of people have regarding SaaS. That SaaS is a technology or a tool. So SaaS is not a technology, not a tool. SaaS is a business and delivery model for your application, for your software. And software as a service or SaaS is a software distribution model that delivers the applications to end users through the internet. A SaaS organization or a SaaS business provides its software through a subscription-based purchase, right? And then makes the services available to the users via the internet. And then users have to make the recurring payments to that SaaS organization. Some examples of SaaS companies or SaaS organizations are Salesforce, HubSpot, Zoom, Slack, and many more. Right? So let's understand the classic software delivery model or a non-SaaS delivery model. In non-SaaS model, customers buy software from the business or the company, and then company can make the software available via different components or container images or in some other form. Right? Then as a customer of the company, you need to deploy all those components or container images or other types in your own infrastructure. You can use public cloud, private cloud, or data centers to deploy that infrastructure. But in this model, there are a couple of challenges, right? So let's understand this with an example. Let's say there are 3 customers of a company, right? When customer 1 purchased the software, it was on version 1.1. Now company added a new feature into their software and released the version 1.2. Right? So customer 1 is outdated on their latest feature. However, if a new customer 2, buys the software, they would get the newer version 1.2 of that software. So to meet the upgrade feature requirements, now the company will provide the version 1.2 to the customer 1 so that they can deploy it themselves, right? So this keeps going on, and it becomes a challenge to maintain to the latest version of that software. So with classic software delivery model, customers need to manage and operate the software themselves. So they need to deploy the software themselves. They need to version upgrade the software themselves. And then these deployment and version upgrades lead to the longer release cycle. So to address the challenge of this classic software delivery model, organizations are turning into SaaS model that allows them to create a single unified experience. And it also allows their customers to be managed and operated collectively. So in the SaaS architecture, the company makes all their code, database, and servers available as an application to the users via the internet. And there are various benefits of implementing a SaaS architecture in the business, and I'll discuss all those benefits later in this video. At a high level, there are 2 tenancy models when building a SaaS architecture. So single tenant SaaS model and the multi-tenant SaaS models. There is one more, which is mixed tenancy, but our focus is going to be single tenant and multi-tenant here. By the way, tenants are the customers who pay for the SaaS services from that SaaS provider. So let's understand both of these one by one. Single tenant, and single tenant architecture serves a single customer who is paying for that software service. It means that the tenant gets their dedicated software instance, a single infrastructure, server, and database. So this architecture greatly benefits the customers since they don't have to share their database resources with other customers. And moreover, those customers can even customize the software according to their business needs and scale up or down whenever they want. So for example, Oracle Cloud is a SaaS that utilizes a single tenant architecture to provide a private cloud SaaS environment. So Oracle Cloud Services hosts, they separate the compartments with isolated resources and granular access control. multi-tenant, right? So multi-tenant architecture is one of the most preferred types of architecture while designing a SaaS application because of its core characteristics. So by definition, every single instance of this SaaS model serves more than one tenant. This means that all the clients share a common database and application information, with the exception that every tenant's data is going to be secured. Google Workspaces uh, is a perfect example of multi-tenant SaaS architecture. Several tenants have access to a single application over the internet, and then tenants utilize the common database of Google Cloud to access their free 15 gigabytes of data. But while the resources are shared, all the personal information of the client is secured and stored separately to maintain the highest levels of privacy and data security. To separate the data out, here some SaaS companies uses different databases. Some SaaS companies use different schemas, or some SaaS companies use different tables with the tighter access control restrictions. So if you are a SaaS customer, or if you want to be a SaaS customer, what are the benefits you get out of it? So you get flexible billing option and the subscription policy. You get a cost efficient model. So you get the cost efficient services as compared to the classic delivery model. You get reliable services because it is the responsibility of the SaaS company to provide you a reliable service. As a customer, you don't need to maintain the infrastructure for this, nor you need to upgrade the versions. So you don't need to spend those efforts. And you also get the increased security because your data is considered secure when used in the SaaS application. But if you're a SaaS business or you want to start a SaaS business, what are the benefits you get out of it? So you have the opportunity to build a global customer base with scalable service. As a SaaS business, your time to market is reduced. As a SaaS company, generally public cloud is the preferred choice for deployment, which provides you the benefit of not spending time on maintenance of the infrastructure, etc. So you don't need to spend those efforts. You also get improved data security of your own application when you are in public cloud. So if you are starting a SaaS business or want to start a SaaS business, right, your SaaS application architecture needs to have two key components. One is control plane and another one is application or data plane. So this control plane is foundational to any multi-tenant SaaS model. Every SaaS solution, regardless of application deployment and isolation scheme, must include those services that give you the ability to manage and operate your tenants through a single unified experience. So within this control, you can see that we have a collection of services such as tenant onboarding, billing, identity, metrics, user management, and these services are not multi-tenant because they are your control plane and handling some of the administrative tasks or operational tasks. Right? These are just some examples of these tasks, but depending on your organization or use case, you may have additional tasks onto this. So the right side of the diagram, it references the application or data plane of the SaaS architecture. This is where the actual multi-tenant functionality of the SaaS application resides. So your actual core business service is deployed inside the application or data plane. When a new tenant is onboarded through the control plane, then provisioning the application or data for that tenant is the application plane's responsibility. So let's understand this with an example. Let's say you have a software which is packaged in a container and you want to make it available to your customers via your SaaS model. So you would deploy that container into application or data plane, and then you will make it available to your customers via the SaaS interface. So this is all I have for this session. I hope this was useful. If you would like to connect me on LinkedIn, or medium, there are QR codes up on the screen.